Hello, okay. So, this is called, Lesson 101. Yeah. Okay. So we have, how do I do this? Okay, I don't know. I never do it right. Yeah. Wi-Fi. There we go. Okay. So, this is where we're going to start. Farmers seeding. Meaning farmers create seeds. The conspiracy is Monsanto. What does that mean? I don't know. Dyes. This is RFK Jr. They prove that dyes are creating a lot of problems in people. This is why they say that people there we go. So we have farmers here, right? Dyes, meaning that basically the sugars. Hold on, what did I write? Okay, dyes. So this is what RFK Jr. is doing right now. He's able to prove the research and pushing this forward. Hi, Midnight. How you doing, bud? How you doing, Middy? Sister? Love ya. So, the dyes, right? They say, like, when I'm on Reddit, they say that, you know, being, like, heavy or having fat is... I think they're renting, like, 13 of them or something in our food source. So, basically, when we grew up, we had a bunch of this, and, like, Doritos, Pop-Tarts, whatever, we were given... You know, our parents didn't know that. They didn't know any better. There was no research. There was no, like, internet to know. So then sugar equals what? Sugar equals... Basically, sugar has to be processed by what? Your liver, also your kidneys to be processed. But because it's in so much of our foods, it means a lot. What the studies are finding is that it is causing organs to fail in a lot of younger people. Oh, I believe it, Midnight. I believe it. It's raining every day, and it's so freaking weird. It's so weird. It's so weird, Midnight, because it is... I believe it, totally. If people don't believe it, I don't understand why. Yes, there is actually, I believe, cloud seeding. So research is proving, what is that? No, I know, Midnight. No, they're totally doing cloud seeding. I mean, they might not admit it, but they're totally doing it, because, yeah, you can totally prove it, because normally... Even, we would not have this much kind of rain, and, you know, because of everything, I absolutely believe the government is, absolutely cloud seeding for purposes of, you know, lowering the temperature for everybody's grid system, because the government really can't, you know, in my opinion, can't handle it on their side, and then so it's lowering the temperature and it's creating water. Wait, what did you say? I have some problems from my alcoholism. Oh, I can show you a lot about that then. Yeah, my friend has taught me a lot, but so I'm just here to share the information, right? I'm getting it's a hard one to cut Kenny, I get it. Look, I'm suffering. It's a hard one. It's a hard one. And there's always more resources out there. But just be careful. Take it slow. Slow and steady. So, what am I saying? Okay. Sorry. I got all sidetracked. Of course. That's great. Well, I hope you have a great night. Maybe can I sweet it? Maybe. Researcher. I can't even read my handwriting. Research. What did I write? I do look like I'm like. Oh, okay. I was trying to say research is showing young. Okay, the research just came out that they're showing younger people are showing up with more diabetes at a younger age. Liver issues, also cancerous, right? What does that mean? That means sugar issues, mostly in our diets. Also vapes, right? Who is this? Who makes the vapes? Chinese, China. I'm feeling. Well, I hope you have a great night, Kenny. I'm not here to like judge you or anything. Just here to say I hope nobody ends up like me. But yeah, I mean, just take it easy, dude. Take it easy. Drink your water. And if you are drinking, make sure to take your here. What would I show you to take? If you are gonna drink though, take basically. Called B1 thymine, and then I'll see. Look, I'm like orange, like a fucking. It's not a tan. It's just called being. I know, Kenny. I know, isn't it so awful? And then it gets sick, and then like basically what happens is it like fucks up your like neurotransmitters, so they're all out of whack, and then your brain's like all out of whack, being like, I need more. I need more to survive. But what? I need more to survive. But I was told it was fun. It's fun when you're young and you have like a healthy body, right? And then you get old and you're like, oh, it's not so fun anymore. But okay, so basically, yeah, dyes like avoiding the red dyes. Also trying to avoid sugars. They have this new one I want to tell everybody about. So like sugar. So there's like a new Red Bull with monk fruit. There's also a new Coke that just came out called Green Coke. Has monk fruit too and 0 sugars. So what I was hearing on the news is that all this information's coming out, and basically saying like avoid the sugars. Cause right, like you don't, trust me, you don't want to be in the position I'm in, but basically avoid the sugars by, it's not even sugar-free. If you do sugar-free, the sugar-free ones have aspartame, which can cause cancer. You don't want that, right? So you can do the monk fruit or just something like that, right? So, okay. Now, young people with diabetes. Okay, and then even it shows in the studies taking thiamine with B1, B1 thiamine with a, okay, so taking, what? In 20 years. Well, maybe you should go to a doctor, Kenny. I mean, I'm just saying. Kenny, I would suggest you go to a doctor then, if you haven't gone. Do you have like your own, look, I have my own, blood pressure thingy right here, right? That I can, like, keep track of that if you're not going. Just, at least, if you're not gonna go, be your own nurse or doctor in some way. But anyways, so what you're gonna do is, well, what am I trying to say? Because thanks, really? You think so, man? I feel like I'm going insane all the time. Yeah, that's the thing with insurance, right? I think I even put this on here, insurance. Okay, so what came out in the cities was the vapes, right, which are by China. China is connected with what country? Israel. Can I just put that out there? Aren't they like connected? But because this is why Texas has banned the vapes with even the nicotine THC is because Texas had approved for the vapes right here, right? Vapes. They approved 0.08. But most people that own these vape shops are of a certain country. I won't say. Don't want to get banned again. But they own a lot of these stores, right? And they're connected with China. And basically, yeah. But basically, what is happening is that they approved it for 0.08. And basically what's happening is they're selling it at like 2.0. So they're basically saying what they're selling is like way more powerful than like, and this is why I have such an issue with the government, is because it's like, dude, just make what's God-given that. Like if the government just made it all legal, people could do things the right way, and the farmers can do it, they can grow it, and it would be way safer than what's going on. So they're selling the vapes with the THC, and the research is saying that it's causing psychological issues in a lot of young people, right? This is why I say for Texas, they're banning it, because of this. Is causing a lot of like paranoia, psychological issues. You don't want our society to be filled with a bunch of people, and especially younger people, that their brain hasn't like developed into having a lot of like mental illnesses. You know what I mean? I agree, man. I agree. Yes, why the Bible says money is root of all evil, isn't it? To solve this, right? You gotta just be more Western. Look, even before this, even at my veins. Look at my veins. They're doing a lot better. Just taking a lot more protein and stuff. So before that, my veins didn't even show. Now they're like popping out. They're like, hey, bud, I came back. Your veins are good, right? What are your veins? Showing your veins like this? It's not a bad thing. Why is it not bad? Because your veins provide your oxygen to your heart, provide oxygen to your blood vessels, etc. Yeah. Well, thanks, kidney. It's a kidney. But I mean, but I'm orange because I drank too much wine, because they told me that wine was fun with the nurse in it. Really wasn't. So anyways, if you're gonna drink, make sure to at least do these two things. I ask of anybody, because I don't want to see anybody else suffer, is you're gonna, and also anyone with kidney issues, it's gonna help. It's been proven. You take your thiamine B1. B1 is also thiamine, because it depletes your thiamine, and for your body to process thiamine means you have to take magnesium with it, okay? Because it can cause diabetes. You don't want your feet to get bad, right? You need your feet, right? So you're going to take your thiamine, you're going to take your magnesium, and you're gonna lower that sugar content, right? By doing like things like the monk fruit, stevia, things like that. So lower those sugar levels. And I'd advise anybody to not even do sugar-free stuff like Cokes, Sprites, anything, because it has aspartame. Aspartame's known to what? Cause cancer, okay? Trust me, you don't want to be in that state where you have cancer. So now we're gonna look at COVID. COVID, what? Fucked us all over. COVID, I believe, China was totally involved. There was absolute no research for that, right? There's no research for that yet. Do not listen to the media. Do not listen to the media when it comes to stuff that hasn't been researched, right? So why they told everybody to do that vaccine, I will never understand. But I would advise anybody to be careful. I believe, honestly, my heart and soul, China's on a chemical warfare state with our country, okay? They're trying to dumb down people. They've even made memes to basically laugh at us, saying, you're so fucking stupid and like dumb and fat. Let's look at patterns. We're looking at patterns right now. Okay. Yes, but COVID caused what? A lot of people to have bad mental health and diet. Everyone was just like going insane, right? Do you have a porta potty? No, should I have one? So China caused psychological chemical warfare in our country. Far more impactful right now is what I put right now than anything. So this is why it's so important to pay attention to your own health, right? They're gonna try to kill us China's gonna try to kill us with chemical warfare, meaning the vapes, the everything, the vaccines. So now who benefits from this? Well, anyways, look at who is in control of our pharmaceuticals, who's in control, or who's with China. It's Israel, I believe. Now, we're going to look at Western ideology. Western ideology means that you believe in pharmaceutical drugs, right? Meaning you believe that a pill will kind of like be your Band-Aid. Is a pill actually your Band-Aid, or is it your worst enemy? I don't, no proof. This helping because, oh yeah, and then you have to look at, especially if you have children, you should be very mindful of this. If you have children, be mindful. For me, the nicotine was actually the easiest to quit, but it's been studied to show it's kind of, one of the hardest ones. But the thing with nicotine is you don't get the physical, like, withdrawals. With alcohol, when I took Swiffer to go to the ER, they wouldn't even treat him for opiate withdrawals. They said basically that we only treat people with alcohol withdrawal because alcohol withdrawal is the only one that actually can kind of kill you, I guess. Which is pretty alarming, terrifying. But, okay. Where my leg go? Okay, so now we're at, if you look around to society, the people around you, do they not start looking a little bit strange to you? Do they look a little bit like, if you look at people in America, they don't look fit. So if you were to go to a country like Europe, for example, they don't, or even go back to times when America, and all the women looked really fit, or not fit, but they didn't, you know what I mean? Sorry, wait, what are you saying? Sorry, I'm trying to look at chat. A little bit stupid. Yeah, well, Kenny, that was the thing too. Was like whenever I do vapes, I'd be like, oh my god, it would make me want to drink alcohol more. So this is what I said: stop vapes, stop nicotine. And if you're gonna do nicotine, so vapes from China have nicotine that's shown to have formaldehyde. What's formaldehyde? It's something that's used to preserve your dicots, like in anatomy class in high school, right? Or whatever you had to do. And is that good? Do you want formaldehyde in your body? Pretty sure you probably wouldn't, right? So I would say stop vapes. Just smoke something like a normal cigarette. Like, yeah, something with less of that, okay? Okay, I'm almost done. So, I'm almost done. Just give me a sec. So now, what am I trying to get at? So, Western ideology is not always the best. Well, and that too, yeah, and you get lung cancer, and then you're like, the one thing my friend told me, well, it was actually my ex, but I call him my friend because he's my friend. Before my ex, is he told me, once you lose your health, it's so hard to get back. So this is why I'm sharing this with y'all guys, okay? Look after your own health. Look after your own health. Because no one's coming to save you. I'm just going to tell you, no one's coming to save you besides yourself, right? Meaning they now... Oh, yeah. It's a full-time job, Kenny, to get it back. No one's coming back to save you. Yep. And then you're on the clock at that point, working on your health when you need to figure out, money and survival. Your 3 basic things: survival, food, everything. So once you lose your health, you don't have that, and then you're fucked, And whenever I was in the hospital, like, I would see, like, these older people, and oh my god, and they were, like, yelling at nurses, being like, fuck yeah, bitch. So this is why this is so important, and why I'm sharing it, is because I want you all to take care of your health, okay? So, sugar is processed by kidneys, by liver, okay? You don't want kidney disease as you get older. You don't want liver disease as you get older. Or cardiovascular issues, things like that. There is a thing called a new Coke I found. It's called Green Coke. And also Red Bull with, instead of the aspartame, it has monk fruit for the sugar, okay? And also what I heard on the news is that because of RFK Jr., and they're making, basically, companies come out with a higher protein. So that's why you're seeing a lot in stores, like things like even chips, right? 'Cause chips have probably, like, so they're making a lot of products with, like, higher protein snacks, things like that, which your body needs higher protein, and you need choline. Choline, what does choline do? Choline basically helps, like, so you need stuff like, choline is your, like, you can take spirulina, like, look, I'm just gonna show you guys real quick. So, this one's really good. This one actually tastes really good, and you can get it through any health store. It's called, it has 20 grams protein. So you have your almond milk. Spirulina is really good for your choline. Turmeric also, okay? I think that was all of my lesson today. Yeah, I think I'm done. And then my question at the end: why are these pharmaceuticals always good for you? Makes you wonder, right? It's like big old question mark like that. why are pharmaceuticals always good for you? So be your own advocate. Be your own health care worker. And that's it. Sorry, I'm tired. I don't know, she's fine. Do you think so? I don't think so. I'm sleep deprived. Pretty much sleep deprived. I'm not looking good. I have yellow eyes. And I mean, maybe I look better than I did, but to me I don't. It's just like the haircut, I think, makes it look better. This is Butters, and she's a calico. All calicos are always female, and she's doing healthy, I think. She likes to eat a lot, and she's doing good. I don't think so, but okay. I don't want her. No. I'm just done with that. No, he's just mean to me. And I don't get it. I maybe inside, like, I can understand, like, yeah, he wants the best for me, but at the same time, I don't get the way he goes about it. So that's just my 2 cents. I'm Miss Buddies. I'm a calico, and she came to me. I have so many new creatures that came to me. I have 2 kitties, I have turtles, I have a raccoon, 2 raccoons. And, but yeah, I like my hair. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, I'm going insane. A little bit insane. A lot bit insane, actually. I just miss my cat a lot. I miss my cat, like, so much. No, actually they get along really good because they're both like monkeys and the Chinese astrology, so they get. I don't know, I share too much, but it's. We're gonna party like it's your birthday. Sorry, I haven't looked at chat. Not yet, but that'll be fun, right? I think it's so fun. They have the coolest thing at SeaWorld. That's why I wanted to start this stream, is because I wanted to show it. They have this cool, like, thing you, like, ride in a tube. Like, it's like a lazy river, but then, like, over you is, like, a dome. Like that. And then you have, like, I don't think you have dolphins. You have, a bunch of, I don't know, like, aquatic animals. So you have, like, there's, like, a bunch of aquatic animals, so you're, like, in, like, a tube, and you're, like, floating, or, like, a lazy river, and you float, and then there's, like, basically, like, a thingy that you, like, go through, and only that, you have, like, this, like, water slide that also has the same thing, and it looks so cool, and I should work at SeaWorld. I should get a job there. My uncle actually had diabetes and he didn't have any legs. He worked at SeaWorld taking tickets. Really? Was kidnapped? No, he wasn't kidnapped. But it does look really fun, so I hope to stream it one day. I just need to be careful not to show children because I'll get banned. And there's gonna be a lot of children in the water park, so I think I can do it. I think I could do it if I'm like on a ride and just either that or I'll just like videotape it. Maybe. Grow up. So I'm like getting notifications like, grow up. Okay, thanks for your, oh, I don't care, dude. Don't tell me to grow up, I really don't care about you. I don't even know who you are, I don't really care about you. Tell me to grow up. How about you grow up by not commenting, dude? Honey Bills, how about you grow up by not commenting on my stream, okay? How about that for once? How about you grow up by not commenting on my stuff? Yeah. Toys R Us. Oh my god, you remember Toys R Us? Then there was Baby R Us. I think they're both like went bankrupt, didn't they? Toys R Us and Baby R Us. I remember having to like a lot of I don't know. I just love those comments, right? You're like, they're just so judgmental, and it's like, dude, you tell me to grow up? How about you get the freak off this fucking watching me? Like, I'm just doing this to, like, spread information and do my own thing. Like, why are you telling me to grow up? How about you just get the fuck off these streams and get your own fucking life, dude? Right? Like, it's so hypocritical. I'm just trying to share information and, like, be fun and, you know, have a place where people can come and chat and, you know, we all go through our own stuff and some people have insomnia, need a place to kind of, like, chat. It's not, like, a big deal. I don't get it, dude. Stop it. There's so many weird people on the internet. It makes me, like, really question, like, humanity. Truthfully. It was fun. It was fun until it wasn't. I started drowning. Well, I started having cramps. And then... it was, like, so embarrassing. Like, I remember being, like... So I, like, had, like, if you've ever had, like... If you've ever had cramps in your, like, arms or your feet, right? They're, like... And they won't, like, open up. And then, like... I'm, like, on the side, because it's raining. I'm, like, on the side of the, like, thingy. Be like, help me. Like, I was, like, crying. Like, because I'm, like, by myself. And why did I go do that? So I'm on the side being, like, I can't stand. And then this young girl comes. She's like, ma'am, are you okay? Because I'm, like, thinking I'm going to die because it's, like, pouring down rain. And I'm, like, I can't move because... When you have liver issues, that's why I'm prescribed my muscle relaxer, but you get cramps. And so I'm, like, holding onto the side, like, I'm, like, of the thing. And, like, while it's, like, pouring down rain, you know? You're like, oh my god, like... Like, I was like, help me. Well, first of all, I was, like, swimming in the river. I was swimming in the river. And, I remember at first, I was like, this guy was like, who are you with? And I was like, what? Like, I thought he was creepy. And then, like, he was the one that came to save me. So this older guy. But first off, it was this younger girl that, like, she said, hey, I have an extra life jacket. And then, like, she was with her family. And, like, oh my god, God bless her. She was, like, with her family. And she like, because I'm like on the side, like just holding on, because I remember like I couldn't move my feet, and then I went in the river, and then like I like sunk down, because you know you can't exactly like always feel the depth. So I sunk down, and then I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna drown. Because my feet aren't working. And she comes to me and she's like, ma'am. She, like, I'm just like, I'm like on the side being like, ah. And then I hear this like voice, because it's like raining so bad, and I hear this voice, and it's like almost like an echo. It's like a faint voice of this like young female, right? I would say she might be like 20, young 20s, being like, ma'am, do you need help? And I was like, no, I'm dying. She's like, I have an extra life jacket. She's like, you want it? And I was like, yeah. And so she gives me her life jacket, and she like, her family's like floating off, right? And then she puts on this life jacket on me. Well, no, she hasn't put on the life jacket. I put on the life jacket, but then she like stood there in the waters while it's like pouring down rain, and she's like waiting. She waited for me to basically put on my life jacket, and so she saw that I was okay, and then she went back off with her family, and then like maybe 3 minutes later, 5 minutes, the guy that saw me earlier that I thought was creepy, this old guy, like all of a sudden I like see this older guy, and he's like swimming, like he's like, ma'am, do you want to get to an exit? Like, I said, yeah, I want to go home. And he swam on his back like this. He was like, I'm a volunteer, and he's like, I do this just, he was saying he did it as a volunteer, and he's like, so then he hooks his the thingy, the life jack thingy, the thingy that you put on the thingy. So he hooked it to my tube. He hooked it on a rope to my tube, and then he was swimming on his back while it's raining, and there's like a bunch of sorry, I don't want to get in trouble. I'm afraid I'm gonna get in trouble from my dad. I'm afraid he's gonna yell at me again if I'm too loud. But basically what happens is he's like swimming on his back, being like this for swear to God, for 15 minutes. No, he was a white guy. Older white guy. He was like 60 or something, if I had to guess. So he's like swimming on his back, like through everything, and like hooked me up to his thingy. And then, like, I'm, like, passing everybody, and then there's, like, another guy who I guess is another, like, volunteer. He was like, she okay? And, like, he kept telling everybody passing by, like, oh, she's sick. And then this other guy in the river was like, is she okay? Because I think he was also a volunteer, but I didn't know that. He was just sitting in the river, and I said, yeah, I'm fine. I just had cramps. He's like, well, did you have enough water? I was like, well, probably no. And then, like, we had to go up these stairs. Like, there's, like, a bunch of stairs. And he's like, ma'am, you're not allowed to, I'm not allowing you to even, like, hold your raft. Like, I'm going to, like, and he's like, this older guy, I'm, like, feeling so bad. Like, oh, my God, like, I was so embarrassed because I'm having felt by everybody, and they're like all fine, and then I'm like getting like dragged. I mean, it was nice. And so we go up the stairs, and he's like, you're not allowed to hold your tube, your ice chest, nothing. And then he's like, he took me onto the bus. And he told like the bus driver, he was like, she's sick. I was so embarrassed. Everybody's like looking around at me like, And I'm like cold and like drenched. I was like, I am sick. He was like, so he told like the bus driver, like, she's not allowed off until she gets help. And then I had to drive back like 2 hours, no, an hour, I think. I'll never do that again. I'm not ever doing it alone. My mom was like, I was so worried about you all day. I was like, I know. I was like, it really wasn't though. I was so uncomfortable because I'm like, you know, like I'm not allowed any alcohol. I mean, it was fun in a sense, but it wasn't at the same time. Everybody else had their families, and I'm just over here like thinking I can do it. I'm like, you got this. And then I'm like, drowning, being saved by this old frickin' man that's like dragging me up the fucking stairs. I was like, this is a story. This is a story. One day I'll tell my children this, if I can have children. Always put on a life jacket. Don't drown. Don't think you're cooler than the water. You're totally not. That's right now in like Canyon Lake, or not Canyon, Carville, I think, right? All the like the national news of all these. There's the national news of all these floods, right? And they like it makes me so sad because I don't think shit that could have been me. Because it was the same river I floated, the Guadalupe River. I shouldn't laugh. I'm sorry, because people actually died, and kids. And it's really bad, but they found them on, like, trees. They're, like, holding on to the trees, being, like, trying to save themselves. And I was like, damn, that could have been me. God bless me that day, totally. Because I was like, it could have been these people that were, like, having to hold on to a fucking tree. Yeah, I know, they went to a camp. Because, I mean, that's where my RV was at that, I thought it was there, but it was actually in Carville, which I've been, but it was just like a summer camp. They're there for a week, their parents send them, and then they end up dead, and then, I mean, there's so much, like, if it wasn't for my health, I would try to help, but there's no way I could help. And I don't want to take up traffic going there. I know it's not too far, it's like an hour away for me, but there's nothing I could do besides donate some clothes, maybe. I could donate clothes. I don't know. I'm not ready to die. That's how I feel. I'm like, I'm not ready to die. Like, I don't want to die yet. I think about death, and it terrifies me. It actually terrifies me. Because it's like, how do you let go? I don't know, does your soul just keep on going until you just can't let go? You know, they say it's like a will to live or something. It's really haunting, to be honest. I don't know. Jim is base. You didn't think I was based in the RV midnight? I'm just kidding. I'm going insane because I have my appointment tomorrow for my doctor, and I have anxiety, and then I get like notifications of people being mean to me and commenting what to do, and I'm talking. So can someone tell me something fun that happened in your life? Really? Anywhere? What part? Like North Texas? Texas is huge. It's like, they say Texas is bigger than even. No, what's the biggest state? Alaska. But Alaska also has like the least population too. Breathe in, breathe out. I'm having like anxiety attack right now. I don't know how to fix it. Oh, my friend told me you breathe in, suck up the molecules of stress. So it doesn't work. Why did you retract it? I don't care. Don't be so scared to write what you want. Hey, BJ, don't be so scared to write. You said you used to have something, Casino. Don't be so scared. Typo. Well, I don't care. Who cares? Nobody cares, BG. Just say what you want to say. Please. I really don't care. You had a family and a casino or something? I'm not ready today. Let me go back. Okay. Climbing or snowboarding or hiking, go with a partner. Yeah. God, I agree. Sonic Mexican. Those for the real bad floods that kill people. I hate drowning. Have you ever drowned before, BJ? Why are you saying that? You had an angel. I agree. I totally had an angel that day. I think a lot of us have angels. They say we have normally 2 to 3 angels. Grow up. Hell, I'm 40. I think I got all these. Seen Shamu the killer? Yeah, in San Antonio. Well, I think in San Diego they don't have Shamu. I'm pretty sure in I was in North Texas. Okay. And then Colorado. Oh. Yeah, that's not too far. Well, it's like an hour. It's like a day drive from North Texas to Colorado. That's cool. Colorado's so pretty. Have you ever, who was that sent that? Kenny, have you ever done whitewater rafting or whitewater rafting in Colorado? That's like one of my bucket lists. What did I do? What did I do? Did I hurt your feet? Midnight, how are you? You never really say a lot, Midnight. How are you doing, dude? They have whitewater rafting that in the summer looks so cool. And then Kenny, and then they have so have you ever been to and then Colorado has a lot of the hot springs. So a fun fact, a Snapple fact of the day is that because I knew my friend's husband or something like that did it, and they say for a lot of the commercials for the automobiles Jeep or trucks and stuff, they actually film in the southern part of Colorado, closer to those mountains or something like that. And that's what his job was that he would basically film that for the truck or for the automobile people for the commercials. It was it was south of Silverton, so what was that called? I don't know. So basically you have Telluride, and then there's this really cool, so in the summer Telluride, so if you're in Ouray, you can do this really scary thing on Jeeps. It looks so terrifying. So you go on a Jeep thing and it's from Ouray. So Ouray's a lot more affordable than Telluride's this fancy place, right? Where all the rich people go. But Ouray is way cheaper and still cool, And basically in summer you go on this path on a Jeep, and it goes through the mountains, and then you get to Telluride somehow. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, And yeah, and so that's what, but, and then what's, I think it's, is it Boulder? What's that? No. Is it Essays Park? Do you know what I'm talking about? What's that famous park in Colorado? Is it? Okay, so you have Estes, which is really beautiful. And you go up like which is like terrifying. Like, I guess like Colorado thinks you could just drive on the side of a mountain without any bridges or walls. And it's the most terrifying thing ever. Is it Essays Park? I think it's called Essays Park. Do you know what I'm talking about? South Park? Yeah, Essays Park. Yeah. Have you been there before, Kenny? Oh, that's it. Rocky Mountain National Park. Yes. But that's by Essays. Thank you. I was trying to figure that one out. Okay, yeah. That place is beautiful. I would love to go there one day. And then also in the summer, I can't do winter in Colorado because there's no like rails on the mountains, and I like already have major driving anxiety. Terrifies me. So it was so you're right. Silverton is, what's it called? Million. It's like the scariest road ever. It's like the 88. Is it 80? What's it called? It's so friggin' scary. It's like you're just driving on the edge of a bridge or something, like, or edge of a mountain. It's like, oh, cool. So oh, okay. Then Alaska's really cool too. No one's ever been there in the summer. Alaska's really cool. Well, I'm stupid, Midnight. I'm sorry. I'm fine. I want to be better. Oh, me too. Is Bass in that house? Yeah, he's upstairs in my room. Sorry, I'm reading what you're saying. Surfer's, yes, in the house, upstairs. Hi, Sean. Hi, how you doing, dude? Pikes Peak or take a train ride. Ooh, that sounds so fun. That sounds really fun. I didn't there was part of, like, the Colorado, like, by, oh, God, I can't think of it. It's like, I don't know. That drive, but, also, when probably, probably, yes. I would say yes. He had taken my mom. There was another issue of him taking some debit card to buy it more, so there's nothing I can really do about it besides just try to focus on myself at the moment and try not to go insane like I did before. I know, Midnight. I know. It's a sketch. What's it called? It's called $1 Million Highway. Oh, that's what it's called. $1 Million Highway. It goes from, like, Telluride down to some place. I don't know. And then Alaska.